People, Deluded, I'm back again. Thank you very much for tuning in and rocking with me. As you lot know, I love youth football and I love the club I support. Arsenal's under 16s and a couple of our under 18s who are eligible in Nathan Butler-Adeji and Daniel Ayoke. I can never say his last name, but he's a decent fullback. Accompanied our under 16s to Croatia to play, and I believe it's the Istra. I can't say the name. Let me find it. Istraya Youth Cup, I can't say it. It's a youth tournament in Croatia. For me, it's a good experience for these young players. First and foremost, playing for Arsenal allows these lot, if they continue playing here in the future, to visit a lot of countries. I mean, a lot of these players, what would they be doing in Croatia if they weren't professional footballers? And they've probably been to a number of countries now. I mean, what? In pre-season, didn't the under-16s go off to Slovakia or something? So they're seeing a different regions and things. And obviously, youth tournaments, Again, it might not be the most illustrious tournament or whatever, but it means something. You have to go out there and get the result and whatnot. And just in general, I do believe our under-16s people, we've got some very talented boys, man. And I think in a while, we're going to see, I don't work for Arsenal or nothing, but we're going to see a lot of people get scholarships because there's a lot of potential buzzing around. We've lost Malcolm Ibowe. Wherever he goes is another story. He's been linked with Everton and a whole host of clubs. And I think he's got potential to play in the Premier League one day. And I'll be supporting him for as much as he continues. But he's not in this squad. We've got great under-16s, man. And obviously for me, Zaymon Louise, goal scorer Khayon Edwards, just scoring for fun. Omari Hutchinson can play in central midfield as well as on the flanks. You've got Marco Flores, who the same logic. You've got, Charles Sangoy, I cannot say his name. He's quite small, a little diminutive winger. Billy Vingar, I cannot say his name, looks decent. Tyler Ferrand, Muro, the central midfielder with the frizzy hair, looks very good. You've got Brooke Norton-Carthy, who I like a lot, right back. You've got a lot of players there, and you've got a couple of younger players, man. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but there was a couple of under-15s there. I've got it in front of me, in Cameron Bryan. I'm not watching these players individually. I mean, religiously, sorry, and individually all the time, but if he's an under 15 gone off with the under 16s, then that's a vote of confidence for him. We've got some players with some big potential within this side, people, and just I've made sure I write them all down so you don't miss them out. I think obviously he weren't involved in I don't think he was. It was Charlie Pantino. I never saw him over these 3-4 games we've played really. But we've got collectively Charlie Pantino, Marco Flores, Tyler Ferran, Muro, who can play in Muro Bandira. I cannot say his name. So I assume he's of either Angolan or Portuguese descent, as well as obviously England. Lovely central midfielder. I really love that lad, man. I rate him highly. You've got Luigi Gaspar. Luigi, I believe is his name, Edu's son. You've got that squad is littered with some talents, people, really and truly. I really like him. You've obviously got Zach Away as well, who can play in midfield and centre half, as well as Mon Louis. So there's dotted around. You got Bradley Ibrahim. There's some good players and players that weren't involved today. We've got some good young players. We came third in this tournament, people. Obviously, I wanted Arsenal to win, but it's a testing game. We won 4-3, forgive me if I'm wrong, against LA Galaxy. Edwards again scoring. Amari Hutchinson again chipping in with assists. Marco Flores again scoring or assisting. We played, I think we beat LA Galaxy. We beat Prague 1-0. I think we beat Zagreb, if I can remember correctly. These were all streamed on YouTube. And we lost to someone in the first game. Who did we lose to? Salzburg. Yeah, we lost to Salzburg. So it's a good testing period, man. We finished third. I think all of these young players gave a great account of themselves. Like I said, people, I think these under-16s, they're all going to have decent futures or fine clubs if they don't get scholarships. For me, I really like Charles Sango. I think he's a bit small, but we have to wait for him to develop physically, but he's decent. I like Billy as well. I'm a big fan of Tyler Ferran, centre-half. He puts his body on the line. I like the right back Brooke. I've really taken a shine to him. Obviously, Omari Hutchinson, he can hit free kicks, he can do things at pace. He reminds me of a young Joe Willock in the academy, and To a degree, Jesse Lingard, when Jesse Lingard was actually a good footballer in Man United's academies. I really like him. Can play on the flanks as well as midfield. Mon Louise, another central defensive centre-half prospect. You've got a couple players, man. You've got Moro, who I've really got a lot of time for, as well as Flores. Pantino weren't involved from when I saw him, but he's a baller. We've got some good talents, man. You've got Pedro Virginia, the young keeper of the younger brother of the keeper who was formerly at our club, now at Everton. I really like what I'm seeing with these young players. Obviously, I have to hail up the first-year scholars who are still eligible in Daniel Ayorke and obviously Nathan Butler Odeji. They put a good account of themselves in the tournament and showcased what they could do. So we did what we could, man. I just think the future is bright at Arsenal, especially in central midfield, he's not involved, but Pantino, Flores, Omari, if he develops as a midfielder, Muro too. Just above them, you've got Catalin, I can't say his name, the young Romanian lad. We've got some Anaziz. We've got some real good talents, man. I'm looking forward to seeing these boys with the second-year scholars that are, first-year scholars right now, but we be second-year scholars next year. Because I believe when it's all linked up, we have a good chance of the FA Youth Cup, man. But big up our under-16s anyways. They gave a good account of themselves. They played diverse opposition as well. They played Zagreb, they played Prague, they played Salzburg, and they played LA Galaxy. So different sort of coaching philosophies and the way their teams are being put out to play against us. So it was good, man. I really like Khayon Edwards. He's got, 15, 16 goals already this season. Obviously, I don't know any Arsenal coaches or whatever, but I have to say he surely is a shoo-in for a scholarship at this club. So I'm looking forward to seeing him next year as a full-time individual at this club and seeing if he can carry on his goal-scoring form. Because from what I've heard, progressing through the academy, this guy has been scoring goals for fun and he keeps on doing it. I even see him in one game in this tournament clearing shots off the line, man. I like Omari Hutchinson a lot, man, a lot. I know he's got a bit of a following with social media and that, but he's a baller, man. They're all ballers collectively in this team. And what I like, they've all got fight, man. I really like the team spirit, especially from Gaspar and Flores and Pantino when he's involved. They've got that fight, man. You know, that natural work ethic to want to fight for a win and stuff like that. I think they've all got it, man. They're all going to have decent careers. Young under 15 Cameron looked decent as well, so let's hail him up. But collectively, we did our thing, man. It's just unfortunately, it weren't ours to win, or we didn't have an opportunity to win it. But we go again, people. There's no shame in losing. It is what it is. We go again. Like I said, it's all on YouTube, people. And ironically, if you want to watch it on YouTube, you should need to go and do that quick. Just type in the Istraya Cup, whoever it is, people. You need to do it quick before they remove it, really and truly. But on that note, I've got nothing more to add. It was just a quick update of our under-16s business, people. Is there anything else that I could speak about in regards to youth? Well, we might as well speak about young Saka. Saka is allegedly set to sign a new long-term deal at the club. Negotiations are apparently well underway. Southgate has also name-dropped Saka, so it must be exciting times for Saka. He's not been unknown to me or you because we know this young G's moving crazy, but to be 18 years of age, to only have 3 or 4 starts in all comps for Arsenal or in the league, I can't remember the stat, and you're being name checked by the national team boss. You've got a long way to go, but it's a vote of confidence. I'll be amazed if Saka is not called into the under-21s in the next international call-up, whenever that is. Do I think Euro 2020, if I was betting money on it, if he's going to go, I'd say no, but I also like a punt, man. I'd be tempted to throw him, Joe Willock, Callum Hudson-Odoi and Phil Foden, put a pound on all of them and see which one returns me the peas. For Saka, I think it's deserved. For Arsenal, it's about protecting our investment because he's contracted until 2021. Him and Amici last year, there was 30 scouts all looking at not just them Arsenal players from all over the world, so they know about us. So it's nice to see we're tying him down. It's nice to see he's rewarded with it. And one thing I like about Saka, for all his ability, from seeing it firsthand and from him, he's a very nice person. He's just a nice person. He's a very coachable lad. I think it helps him step up to the Premier League and things. He's not phased. He doesn't get too sad. He doesn't get excited. He's just very balanced. Like, you can tell he's not feeding into all the hype of being a young 18-year-old and they're doing this. And it's testament to his family. Because many players would lose themselves playing for Arsenal, starting in the Prem, scoring goals, 18 years of age. You can tell he's got the mentality in that, yes, I'm making progress, but I haven't accomplished everything I want to. So until then, it's not going to happen. And I give testament to his family. And Saka, I really like Saka a lot, man, because he's a coachable lad. He seems like a decent human being. I want him to do what he can in this game, man. He's brave on the field. I don't even want to talk about his technical abilities, because the reality is I love his technical abilities, but I love the way he takes to it. I don't want to make you lot know I have been harping on about Saka, but I've seen his growth, man. I've seen him as an underage player, playing for the 16s, playing for the 18s, playing for the 23s, playing in the FA Youth Cup, and he's stepped up. He's always looked like one of the standout players within that people. So I'm amazed how he's not played for England's under-21s, people. I didn't watch England's under-21s, but apparently I heard Eddie Nketiah scored, and I believe, well, it's either Eddie Nketiah and Joe Willock, so I'm going to do you lot the justice of searching it. I've got no need to lie, I didn't watch the game. I've been quite busy, people. It was on YouTube, so I'll probably catch it up again. But if I just type in England, we played yesterday against Kosovo? That's a lie. What's the date? The 12th. I swear we played yesterday. We could never... This could never be the statistics and that, man. Savinho. 1 second, people. I don't know what's going on. Oh, we blew a 2-goal lead. Whoa. This is the first I'm finding out about this. Whoa. So Eddie Nketiah scored. Joe Willock played. Alright. That's that. So yeah, another game Eddie Nketiah scoring. That's that, people, really and truly. Keeping with the under-21s, you obviously saw Matteo Guendouzi played for France's under-21s against Albania. I could be wrong, but I saw on YouTube he got an assist. So that's decent for him. So it's decent from our youth levels, man, and from our respective players at all youth levels. It's nice to see that we're making progress on the international stage. We're doing our things in regards to Arsenal's young players. So it is what it is, man. I've got no complaints, people. But for now, people, there's nothing more to add. Deluded, I'm out. Thank you for always watching and rocking and supporting my team.